Hey everybody, welcome to Leo's Chainsaw Parts and Repair. Looking at another saw that I'll be putting in my collection, Max 710 Automatic. I really think this is the last year of the 710 before they switched it over to a Pro Max 700. This is a points ignition, but just the color scheme, color of the chain brake, this labeling and all of that. Again, I'm no Mac expert. I'm not even going to pretend to be one, but it's awfully close in there. So this saw I actually have had for quite some time. I've just had to do repeated kind of work on it. Not, you know how sometimes you fix one thing and another thing pops up. So initially, rebuilt the carb, new fuel hose and all that kind of jazz. And I had taken it up to the firewood hill last fall, done some cutting with it, and it was doing pretty good. And then about a half hour in, started running real erratic, and just all of a sudden the sound changed. And I thankfully know enough about these things to look back, and the decompression valve had gone somewhere, rattled out. Now where, I don't know. I never found the damn thing. That was the end of the day for it that day. So I put a new one in, obviously, and had it sitting here in the shop, and I noticed the oil tank was leaking, so alright. Drained the oil, dealt with that, cool. Thought I had it good to go, let it sit for a while longer. And sometime, I don't know, maybe it was in February, kind of came out to the garage here and smelled fuel. Shit, which one's leaking now? I just figured it was a saw I'd been working on. No, this one had filled the reservoir, so the fuel tank seal had gone bad, so got that replaced. And then it sat there again, waiting for me to have time to do literally anything with it. So here we are. I just put fuel in it since I put that seal in. I don't immediately see any fuel leakage, so I'm going to hope and assume that we are good to go. Yeah, look at that. Reservoir's dry. That is good. So, that being said, the only other thing I think I've had to do to this saw was again, one of my Carlton bars and chains that have rat holed for these. So I can tell you, again, having cut with this, when I was cutting green fir, some of it was dead. Most of it was green. It was ripping pretty damn good. I am not unhappy at all. I didn't even touch the depth gauges. I didn't do an adjustment on it before I took it up there. So I'm sure it could have cut even better. But I'll quit jabbering. Let's see if I can get this thing to reprime and do a test run. Okay, I am not 100% convinced that this carb is playing nice with me. This has got the fixed high-speed jet, so I'm dicking around with the low speed there. I think I'll have to get it up on the hill and actually run it to fine-tune it, but I don't want to do that here on the bench because the oiler works really good, and I don't want an oil slick everywhere. But anyway, Mac 710 automatic that I am happy to have in the collection.